Hi everybody, it's Claire. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you this makeup look featuring the newest Deck of Scarlet palette. Every 2 months they come out with a sleek, full-size palette with all the products you need to create a full face look. Each palette is designed by a YouTuber, and Sandra Deluxe designed this cruelty-free limited edition palette where you get 3 eyeshadows, 2 cheek colors, 2 lip colors, and 2 pencils to create a full face look. It's only $29.95 plus free shipping, which is amazing, and you can also cancel or skip a palette at any time you want. So make sure you guys check out the description box to look into that more, and let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to take this color called Montego Bay, and yes, it is a cheek color, but I always love to use cheek colors as my crease colors a lot of the time. I'm just using that with a fluffy blending brush and putting that through the crease. Here we're going to take the color A, which is this gorgeous, rich cranberry color, and I'm going to place this on the outer corners of my eyes as well as the inner corners of my eyes, which has been a really fun way to create a smoky eye, and I thought this color would be so fun to try it with. So I used a tapered blending brush to really get into the nooks and crannies of my eyes, and I always think I'm going to regret this part when I do this, but it always ends up looking prettier as we keep adding the eyeshadow. So here I'm going in with Maya, which I was so excited to use, and I actually decided to spray my brush before dipping in it so that I could have a very nice, almost metallic look, and it's again another cranberry eyeshadow with a lot of shimmer to it, and I'm placing it on the center of the lid in between that A color, and I'm raising it all the way up into the crease and really just packing that on so that color shows up so beautifully, and as you can see, by wetting it just makes it look a little more radiant and have some iridescence to it. I decided to mix Black Roses, which is this nice matte black shade, with the color A just to get a deepened outer corner shade to really start to smoke that out and give more dimension. And I'm just going in with another tapered blending brush and focusing it on the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to take also a little bit of focus on the inner corner. I want more of the product on the outside of the eye though, and then whatever's kind of left on your brush, then focus it in that inner corner of the eyes. Next, I applied the Maybelline mascara in Big Shot, which I have been loving, a current drugstore mascara favorite right here, and I wanted to prep my lashes with some mascara because I'm going with some big lashes today, and these are the Cocoa lashes in the style Goddess. These have been amazing. They're a great dupe for House of Lashes in the style Siren, and they're a fraction of the price, and they really bring the drama, especially if you're doing a smoky eye. I highly recommend them. Now I'm going to fill in my brows, and I'm using my old favorite Dip Brow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I did dye my hair back to my darker color, and so I've been dipping into this again, and I've just been loving it because I can get away with a stronger looking brow now these days, and I just love the way this can move through your brow hairs so easily. Now I'm moving on to my foundation. I'm going to be using in a stick form today by Anastasia Beverly Hills line, and it is in the shade Warm Natural. This has been great to really just throw on quickly, directly placing it on my face, and then I blend it out with a beauty blender sponge, and I use it when it's damp so that it really moves the product and melts it into my skin. Then I've really been enjoying this combination of concealers, the Laura Mercier shade number 3 and then Maybelline Fit Me in Light. I use the Laura Mercier to kind of correct the darkness under my eyes first, which is really awesome. That more peachy tone does a really good job of tackling darkness. Then I use the Maybelline Fit Me to really brighten my under eye area, and when I mix those two together, it's been a game changer in the way my under eye concealer has been looking. And then I'm just going to blend that in with that same Beauty Blender sponge. I'm now going to add a cream contour by Cover FX, and I've been really loving this number 4 shade. And I believe it's actually G40 if you get it in the full size, but I'm just using a small dense brush to place it on my cheekbone area and then also my forehead, where I want to just start adding some warmth there, and getting that control with a small brush really helps. Now I'm taking some of the RCMA No Color Powder on my Beauty Blender and pressing that in underneath the eyes to really set that under eye area so that nothing moves, and it's just going to make that under eye area look flawless. Then just wait about a couple minutes and gently dust off the under eye bake so you can move on to the bronzer. Here I'm going back in with Montego Bay and going to place this on the same areas where I put that cream contour, just to bring out those areas just a tad bit, and using a soft fluffy brush so that it doesn't look too harsh and it just really brings out our natural features. Now I'm going to take the color Maya, which is that beautiful color that we put on the center of our lids, and trace it underneath our waterline, and then going to finish off the eyes with a little bit of mascara as well. I'm taking the lip liner that comes in this set called Heartless, and this has to be one of my new favorite lip liners that has been going with me everywhere, and it is such a strong, beautiful statement lip color. It's almost like a medium toned muted plum that I just really find so rich and beautiful. And I first lined my lips, filled them in, and then decided to go in with the lip color that comes in the kit, and it's a beautiful cream formula, and this is in Scrumptious. The other one is called Woo, but I wanted to lighten the shade up and really have nice dimension. So I started with a little amount and applied it on the center of my lips and just worked it in with a brush, which I've really been enjoying, using just a really flat, dense brush to really work that product in together to mix in with the liner. And I did it until I got my desired color. So it really lightened up that liner significantly, and I think it just complemented the eye makeup so well here. Well, there you have it, guys. That is going to complete this makeup tutorial featuring the newest Deck of Scarlet palette. It is a limited edition palette, so I will link it in the description box below for you guys to check out. And it was a really fun one. I love what Sandra Deluxe came up with. So thank you guys so much for joining me here as always, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.